Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to do a quick winter update on the Chevelle, some of the things that I bought, some of the things that we're doing, and I did make one really big purchase on the car, but I'll tell you about that a little bit after. So first, let's go into the garage and check things out. So in the cold garage, I have the Chevelle collecting dust. There we go. Hood's up. As you can see, the intake manifold is off. I'll tell you what I'm doing about that in just a minute. But walking by to the back, you can see this is one of the things I purchased with some new cordless tools. This is the M12 Fuel Milwaukee Ratchet 3/8 drive. These things are great. I also, it came with a free battery. This one's the 4.0. And as you can see, I have the impact gun as well, cordless of course. And this one is, I believe, 650 foot-pounds. There is a 1400 foot-pound one. I can't imagine needing that. This one is super strong as it is. And then it does have the dual pack for the M12 and M18 right here. I just wish these could charge them both at the same time, but otherwise I love these Milwaukee products. They're great. But in the back I have the fuel tank out. Now, let's see if I can get down low enough. There we go. Those that have been watching my videos will know that I have been struggling with the fuel starvation at, you know, what seems to be less than half a tank. And what I found is that filter right there just doesn't go close to the bottom as I want, maybe about a 1/4 inch down, so I'm going to have to extend that a little bit lower. That amount of fuel in there, if you can see that, I actually was able to make it home with that little of fuel, which is pretty incredible. So there is definitely a baffling cylinder in that, so it looks like Rick's Tanks did put it together with the, you know, intent of EFI, but we'll have to make some adjustments to try to get that better. The other thing to note about fuel tanks is if you're ever wondering why your fuel gauge doesn't register quite accurately, this is my fuel setting unit right here. Notice how much lower it is to the actual top of the tank, so that's why your full tank lasts for so long. Not to mention, if you look from the sides, that is obviously going to be your full tank right here, and as it gets draining down, this bottom part right here, which might read as like say 1/8 of a tank, is really like a 1/16 of a tank based on the actual volume of the tank. So that's one thing we got to fix and get it back in the car. You can see what it looks like all tearing apart, but anyways, it's cold out here. Let's go back inside. So with the intake manifold on my downstairs workbench, I decided to give a try at porting the intake, and I have never ported anything in my life, so I mean, for all I know, I actually hurt the performance, but I figured we'd focus mostly on the plenum just to open up some volume there. Maybe it'll help balance out the AFRs and give me a little top end, but we'll see. You can see the big change I did was cutting down the divider right here. I feel that that's going to be the biggest benefit, if any benefit. Most intakes nowadays have these cut down, so we'll see. I also just did a little bit of radiusing around the sides, so we'll give you a little spin just to show you what we did. Nothing major, but maybe I can get a few CFM out of it, but you know, we'll see. I didn't really do anything on the ports themselves, as it's just too risky to really throw out the balance of the intake. Once I throw on my 1-inch spacer that I have been running for a few years now. Okay, seriously. Okay. There. Throw that on, you can kind of get an idea that, you know, it should be decent in terms of being matched up okay. So, with the intake off, that also presented a opportunity with the distributor, since I had to take it out anyways. So I pulled, get over there. So this is an MSD 8360 vacuum advanced billet distributor. This is, you know, a somewhat older version, I guess you could say, which might be a good thing, since these were known to be very good quality. And what I'm now going to do is put on this MSD adjustable rotor. The idea is we're finally going to go with timing control on our Phytech EFI. And so obviously I'm going to have to, pull the vacuum advance, going to lock this out, and we can move on from there. The other thing I bought is this, a two-step. I could have gone with a whole new digital, what is it, the 6AL-2, because that is like a digital controller. You can do all your advancements from there. I'm doing it this way because I have the MSD 6AL, the original one. It's already wired in, and all I gotta do is put this under my dash somewhere, and as you can see, the little options that you can get. So how that's gonna work with my car, we'll see, but I'm hoping that's gonna help me get some consistency and some better launches. The last thing I got going on, I can't show you, but I did put in a very big order for something extremely expensive, and it's probably going to end up being the worst, the worst bang for the buck that I've ever purchased, or at least to date. It should show up here in a few months, so when that comes around, I will show you what it is. So I'm excited about that, and if you want to see what that is, hit the like button, subscribe if you can, and thanks for watching.